going to go and pick up some takeout because I haven't been having much luck finding my favorite dinner foods. And so I think I'm going to make a stop along the way back home, and I'm going to pick something up that I absolutely have been craving. But no animal protein. That's going to be hard too. No animal protein. Maybe some Chinese takeout. Vegetables, rice, whatever. Anyway, I'll see you at home. Hi guys, I didn't really accomplish much today. I had a little setback, but it was my own fault. I forgot something and it sort of disrupted my whole day. Boy, I haven't had a very good week. And on top of everything else, I'm quite behind on, I haven't posted today's vlog yet. And usually I have them done a day or two ahead. So I'm 2 days behind, but I've been taking some much needed personal time and space. It's not easy uploading every day, although the content is actually there, and I like doing everything in real time. So, as soon as something happens, I want to vlog about it because I am trying to keep a personal day-to-day diary on things that are happening. That's why I keep updating you with the weird stuff that's going on in my life. And not that you really need to know that, but I need to keep track. But it's not so bad that I have to keep it private. And, I think a lot of people go through that. So I'm just trying to be more honest and upfront about it. And but it isn't ruining anything. It isn't getting me down. It isn't destroying my life. It's just that I know that there are so many bad things happening out there. And if I can help track down the sources of that trouble, let them investigate all the things that are happening to me too. Anyway, guys, I'm going to clean up here a little, and I'm going to feed my cat, and then I'll be getting back to you in just a little bit. Not sure what we're going to talk about, but there will be something coming up because I have so much content planned. I don't know exactly how to map it out. It's unfolding very quickly, and I need to make sure that I keep up to date with everything that's going on online. And so that's why I need a few minutes. All right, I'll catch up with you a little bit later. Yesterday I went over the clue about the car and how that blew up in everybody's faces. Most of all the McCanns, because they were not involved, but they were made to look guilty. The sniffer dogs is not evidence at all. And so, not to me at least, because sniffer dogs can be made to smell things by having chemicals placed there. And so, that clue, I'm not going to go over it anymore because I know that there's no answer. And once we know the answer to that, we'll know who took Maddie. So no point in letting us in on it, I guess. Anyway, I thought I would go over a little bit about the window clue and what I thought about, what, because it's so one of those clues that's so wishy-washy, and somebody saw this and somebody saw that and none of them correspond. Well, um, because the restaurant where the McCanns were dining with their friends left a wide open reservation book explaining all the apartments where the children were and what the parents that were going to be going to check, that's criminal. So, remember when I was saying that the hotel had planned a gala for outside people, tourists, to come in and participate in? Well, God knows who saw that book. So, somebody sees the book, say, and knows immediately who Kate and Jerry are. And so, I have to say that what I think was going on was that one parent every half hour was going to check on all the children. They were doing the rounds. So I think that's how it was going. That's what I remember reading. And so what happened is that I think Kate McCann went up at 10, Jerry went at 9, somebody else went in between. And so one of the parents who were not doing checks, or who was doing her own checks, happened to see Tannerman. Now, this would have been in between Jerry and Kate's check. So, one thing about the Tanner sighting, before I get to the window, is that when they tried to recreate the scene many years later, out of desperation, something about the hotel was not right, because when they tried to go and recreate it, there was some sort of renovation done, and so they couldn't. Of course, it was not apparent. I'm pretty sure, reading headlines about the hotel itself, it's filled with renovation. So what did the investigative team do? They went back to investigate while or after the renovations were being done. And so it greatly altered, was it Fiona? I can't remember her name. She had dark hair down to here. Okay, when she went to look in the direction that she saw Tannerman, it was blocked. So she realized that either she was wrong or something else is up. The hotel, guys, that hotel, I wouldn't go there. I mean, I'm sure it's beautiful. I'm sure people have had wonderful vacations there. I wouldn't go. Looks like a lot of gaslighting to me. But nobody talks about the renovations. Why? I don't understand it. The poor McCanns. Okay, the McCanns were there for many, many months. But they went back after all those years, and not even they said anything. Apparently, they didn't say anything about it. Nobody remembered. They couldn't tell. So they were being gaslighted, guys. They were being gaslighted. And if there's one thing I don't like, is a gas monkey, And so instead of helping with the investigation, look what they went and did. So sneaky and cunning. What are they hiding? That must have been the direction in which the kidnapper got away. It must have been. I'm not saying that Tannerman was the exact right clue. I mean, how many children would have been in that nursery? Many children that probably resembled Maddie, a handful. say 3, 4. They were all in the toddler room, so there was the infant room and the toddler room. Maddie and the twins were in different rooms, but the ones in Maddie's group probably would have looked like her. They were British little girls, blonde, blue-eyed, you know. So from a distance in the dark, who's going to know what child is in that man's arm? Now, it looked like a man when he was passing by, but it could have been a woman just like a man. We don't know. Anyway, let's get to the window. Jerry goes up, comes back. As he comes back, he starts talking to someone. Okay, at this point, I believe that Maddie was crying, and he could probably hear her. I'm not sure. Anyway, the other guy goes up for the check at 9:30. And then Kate's turn. Okay, so with Jerry, everything was there. Maddie was fine. And then with this other guy that went after Jerry, I don't remember what Jerry said about the windows, but I know that when Kate and Jerry left, they both claimed that the windows were, of course, shut, because I know I've been to Portugal in the spring and it's cool there. It's chilly in the even in the daytime a little bit, but at night it's really chilly. I wouldn't sleep with a window open, and theirs wasn't open. It was closed. And so why? Two things, guys. Two things. The window open from the outside could never be. Put that out of your mind. It could never be, because it was all shuttered, broken or not broken, and it was really high up. They were, the window was too high for somebody to climb in and out with a baby. Okay, so forget that scenario. But this is what the abductor did. I'm pretty sure that he crept in. It had to have been way after Jerry, after this other middle guy at 9:30. Went to do all the rounds. He waited. He waited in the apartment. Now, I don't know, what I don't remember, obviously, is if he actually waited until, I don't know if the other guy did all of the children first and Maddie last, or vice versa. I don't know. But it's obvious to me that somebody crept in after. And not only did he creep in after, he left the door open to scare Kate. So he crept in while the guy was still checking, and he stayed there. Guys, it's the only way. It's the only way. Come on, think about it. He stayed there while the man was checking on Maddie. And the man said that he couldn't be exactly sure, but he saw a child on the bed. So who the heck else would it be but Maddie, right? He didn't go and look at her. But he saw that there were 3 children in the room. Okay, fine. Out he goes. And he didn't leave the door open. But guess who did? Guess who went in to grab Maddie right after that man left? And guess who left that window slightly? Okay, now with the window, the curtains were probably drawn open by the kidnapper to throw everybody off. What an evil, conniving jerk. And so you got to be really evil to do that. Really evil and desperate. And so what I think the draft was coming from, guys, was another open door or window somewhere. There was a back sliding door, I think I remember them saying. Maybe that was partially open. But the draft made it feel like it was in the room. You know what I mean? When you leave a door open somewhere and you don't know where that draft is coming from? it's a horrible feeling, and you run around looking for all the open windows and doors, and then finally you found it. You know, hopefully you find it. But in this case, I think that he came in one way and got out another, or vice versa. I believe that maybe one of the repairmen could have left something open, or broke something so that it didn't latch all the way. I don't know if it was accidental or if it happened or if it was deliberate, something like that. But the abductor got in and out two different ways, guys. So, because when Kate went to look at the window after Maddie was gone, she saw that it was closed. At least that's what I'm remembering. Don't quote me on that. There was a draft, but from what I can understand, it wasn't coming from that window. The window and the shutters were down. So guys, the guy came in and waited and vamoosed before Kate came back in a half hour. So, knowing Maddie, that she would never have gone with a stranger, and she was fussing so much. Apparently, Maddie was crying, and Jerry, I think Jerry said, now I'm really mixed up. I don't know if I'm talking about two different nights or what. But at one point, Maddie was crying. It could have been another night, guys. But what I'm saying is, in order to prevent her from waking up and screaming, because she would have screamed, seeing a man that she didn't know, or maybe she thought he was doing a check. So, wow, guys. You see when you're little and you don't know what's going on? Never do that to your kids. Anyway, he took her. He might have had Clorox on a napkin or something to knock her out, is what I think might have happened. You know, with pedophiles, these rings go hand in hand with drugs. I don't know what happened, but I think that's the only logical scenario, right? He came in one way and went out the other. Who says that he was carrying a baby? Maybe he had a sack with him. Maybe he put her in a sack and nobody saw it. I don't know what happened. That there could be a ton of reasons why Maddie wasn't seen being carted off in the middle of the night. There's a ton of reasons. And I don't think that Jerry or Kate left anything open. I don't even think that the man, no, he didn't leave anything open. But Kate said when she got there, the door was open. And so was the room door to the toddler's room. So that was the abductor guys that left everything open for Kate to imagine, to scare Kate. Somebody must have really had it in with them. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you are interested in this case, Christina Randall does a wonderful review and really got down to some very interesting facts that I didn't know about. And I'm so thankful that I watched it all the way through. And so I'll try to leave a link. I think I also left one there last night to her video that covers this Julia Maddie situation. She really does come out with great information. So I hope that if you're interested, you catch her video. And I would cook for you, but I had vegetables and rice tonight from takeout, and that's it for me. I'm not in a cooking mood at all. So I hope that you are as excited as me, as I am, to find out the DNA results. But I think now is the time to step back and let the poor girl relax, because she needs to build up her courage and her strength. I'm sure that what the McCanns, results. It could be and it could not be. She's going to have to brace herself either way. This is big for her. And so I can't imagine why anybody would withhold a birth certificate from her daughter. Okay, her daughter needs help right now. The so-called alleged mother. But you don't deny a child the right to know. You know what I mean? Show it to her. Unless you're hiding something more than that, which is what I think could be. Anyway, enough speculation. I can't judge. I'm not a judge. And so thank you very much for watching. And please don't forget to like and subscribe. What's on the agenda for tomorrow? Who knows? Bye for now.